you need yeast, yams, squash, canela, peloncillo, pisco, which is the Peruvian drink, and these are the pictures. And next you need anise en grano, anise seed, and lastly you need 2 eggs. So what she's doing here is she's cutting the squash into pieces, and then we're going to boil them until they get nice and soft. So this is how it looks like through the process of them boiling and boiling. To make the sauce that goes with picarones, you need to do oil and cinnamon, and you're gonna boil that, and then you're gonna add more piloncillo into it to give it the nice color and the sweet texture. This looks like it's enough, and now we're gonna continue looking at how it progresses, and it starts to boil and it starts to look like this, and in the end you should get like a brown syrupy. So after taking out the squash and squishing it with a spoon, you're gonna add the anise seeds onto it, and you're just going to mix it until you get something like this. From there, you're going to add the 2 eggs, just as she is doing so. And then from adding the 2 eggs, you can just mix it with a spoon. You don't need anything special to mix it with. You can also do it with your hands if you prefer, but we're using a spoon just for the eggs to be mixed. So after mixing everything together, you're going to add a packet of yeast, just one, and after doing so, you're going to add pisco, which is the wine, and you're going to fill it up to 2 taps, 2 bottle caps of it, and you're just gonna mix it around there. So after adding the pisco, you're going to add 4 cups of flour into the batter that we already have, and you're just gonna mix it with your hands, because if you mix it with something else, it's gonna come out a little more gooey-ish, and we don't want that. We want like a nice thick batter. You're just gonna continue doing so, and then because we want it to rise enough and to give us a lot, we're going to add another 2 cups of flour to go with, and this is the color that it should be, like a light orange after adding the 4 cups. Now after adding the other 2 cups of flour, you should get like a lighter version of the orange that you already had. So now she's adding here the other 2 cups of flour, and she's just going to continually mix it to get a lighter shade of orange. So after adding all the flour and that you've removed everything and that there's no flour left in the bowl, you're going to start patting it down so that all the batter is in one place. You're going to put a cover over it, and you're going to let it rise for 2 hours after that. And this is how it should look like, a very light shade of orange. And now next it's to fry them in oil. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a ball like so and rub it between your hands, and she's gonna demonstrate how you wrap it together in the circle. Then you're gonna kind of flatten it and you're gonna make a hole in between it into like a thin circle donutty. And you're just gonna fry it. And here's the process of how it should look like between frying and everything. So you're just gonna gradually flip them over and make sure that they're cooking well. And the reason you want to cook them well is because when they're heated right now, we want to make sure that there's no battery gooiness left inside and that everything's just cooked perfectly well. So as you can see, they're starting to get the golden color that we want them to have. You're just gonna wait a little bit more until they're done. You can keep adding more into the pot if you have enough space. But when you see that when they've turned golden brown, you're going to take them out. You're gonna let them cool off, or you can eat them while they're still warm. It all depends on how you like eating your delicious treats. I like eating this one warm, so I would suggest that you would take them out, let them cool off for a minute or two, and then put in the sauce like so. So this is the golden color, and this is how the sauce should look like after it's been cooked with the piloncillo. So you're just gonna take it and you're gonna rub it against the donut. It's like a very goldish color as well. And this is your treat. I hope you enjoy. Add as much of the sauce as you'd like. Enjoy it. Thank you.